Hey guys, welcome back to CLOWNFISH TV. This is Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
We're going to do a live stream. We're going to talk about a couple of different things going on the internet, because the internet's always a fun place to explore and learn from.
No.
So we can start with, well, we got a couple of choices here. We can talk about Bowsette.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? I kept seeing the pictures, but I didn't know what the heck was going on.
Okay, so
I was confused.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused too. I know this Bowsette thing kind of exploded seemingly overnight. And I know our Discord server has been completely swamped with all kinds of crazy Bowsette art. Okay. And I guess the long and short of it, and I'm going to read some of this IGN article.
Hello, everybody.
For people who are not familiar with Bowsette, but the long and short of it is Toad can turn into Princess Peach, so why not Bowser, and why can't Mario and Bowser get together?
Because, you know, of course.
That seems to be...
Of course, because, you know,
yeah,
why am I not surprised by this in any way?
We're going to talk about this article from IGN. Okay, so who in the hell is Bowsette? I kind of want to know too. And why is the internet obsessed with her? If you've made it this far, it's already too late. The phenomenon known as Bowsette is dominating the internet, and there's no turning back from the character created through a cruel morphing of Peach and Bowser. I am really surprised this hasn't happened sooner.
Yeah, honestly, I am too.
Seriously, the Bowsette hybrid has gone on to inspire countless amounts of fan art, cosplay,
surprise.
And even a custom amiibo in just a matter of days. I know this thing happened like 3 days ago. Most depict Bowsette as Peach donned with black apparel, spikes, 2 horns, and a strange effect that makes it hard to look away.
Okay.
What makes this lunacy even more absurd is the fact that Bowsette is actually Bowser, who has been transformed, seemingly leaving Peach out of the entire process. I am really surprised that Bowser hasn't pulled this on Mario. Like, hey, you know, Princess is in another castle, but I'll do just fine. Okay, so how did it come to this? It all started with a short segment from this month's Nintendo Direct. During the announcement trailer for New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Toadette was revealed as a new playable character. Then, without warning, a new power-up known as the Super Crown made its first appearance. Touching it as Toadette will transform you into a Peach lookalike named Peachette.
I really like these ets.
Yeah, and the implications of such a powerful item were quickly glossed over. It was a puzzling moment for both the port and the Mario universe as a whole, but nobody could have predicted the absurdity that would soon follow on social media.
No, because let's take a minute to look at this. Absurdity in social media. Why could you not expect that? They go together like peanut butter and jelly. I mean, it's just like...
sweet Lord, that's all we're going to talk about tonight is absurdity on social media. So, that was 2 weeks ago. Okay, yeah, see this, like, it's totally off my radar. I found out about through our Discord server. Everybody started posting these, like, wacky, sexy devil Peaches, and I'm like, what is up with this?
Peaches.
And it's freaking Bowser as Peach, and it's creepy. That was 2 weeks ago. It wasn't until last Wednesday where Twitter user A92 posted a comic featuring a tale where Bowser gets his hands on his own Super Crown. From there on, the madness began to spiral into the craze we see today. Let's check this. This is the original. Oh, it's a short version of it. Okay, anyway.
Don't.
Yeah, the comic's out there. Basically, Peach says no to Mario. Mario and Bowser says no to Mario and Bowser. Bowser and Mario are all sad, and then Bowser takes the Super Crown and turns into Peachette, and they well, I guess they hook up. I don't know what happens.
Why does this remind me of that commercial that was overseas? I think it was Japan, and it was the long, almost like the fruit by the foot or something, but it was like a candy. And it was, and if you saw the commercials, it's like you think this guy's after this girl the whole time, but then at the wedding it turns out he's after the other guy, and because he has a long candy. I don't know. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. It was a while ago I saw it.
I just heard like weddings and tongues and
long things.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really surprised this hasn't happened sooner. I mean, seriously, like, did Peach ever exist? Was Peach just bait for Bowser to lure Mario into his castle? Who knows? I mean, it's just insane. So the sentiment is the same. I mean, where you look first, it's curiosity. Then there's horror, and that's followed up by a strange sensation to see more. That's actually pretty good. As the fan art continued to pile in, Japanese Twitter jumped onto the bandwagon and started their own massive line of fan work. Yeah.
She has a dude face, but I guess it makes sense in this case.
She doesn't have a dude face. Well, she's angry. Well, it's Bowser.
That's what I say. It makes sense in this case.
She needs like a fang.
Take
like
the
a single
boobs away.
fang.
Take the boobs away, and you would not know it was a girl.
Oh my god. And Bowser Jr. turns into She-Ra. Okay, so if the fan art didn't do it for you, cosplay for Bowsette has already appeared, including one by Twitter user M_The_Line. Let's see. Oh, you took it down. Okay, well, never mind. And yes, you've fallen deep enough into the Bowsette pit. You can even create your own custom amiibo, courtesy of Ganda Chris. Now, this would totally sell. I mean, I personally, if I saw this for the first time, I'd be like, oh my god, it's S&M Peach.
S&M Peach.
What does she do in Smash Brothers? You know, that would be my first reaction.
It's a new way of smashing brothers. Anyway, go ahead.
In all excitement, it seems we've forgotten how to combine names. Toadette has thankfully avoided this catastrophe, so it doesn't seem fair to use part of her name. Maybe Peach Bowser or Bowich or Powser. They're terrible names, but at least they make sense. No, they don't. Bowsette works. Hoping to see an end to these abominations, you'll have to sit tight for longer, as fans are wasting no time morphing other characters together. We already have Bouette.
Okay, Bouette, I saw.
Lumette and Waluigi.
I saw these. I've seen these all. I've seen all of these.
Oh my god, she looks like a really pissed off Pippi Longstocking.
I really like it though. I do. I love that.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. I like
right there.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I'm gonna use that as that's my Halloween costume right there now.
So that is the deal. That is the deal with Bowsette.
Yeah, I saw the other ones first. I didn't see Bowsette first. I saw the other ones, like the other names you were saying, like the ones combined with the boos and all that. I saw those first, and I was
you're like, what is going on?
I'm like, what? I just honestly. To be honest with you, I scrolled past it and I was like, oh god, now what? That's what I just kept going.
What the hell?
I thought it was kind of funny, but I was just like, yeah, I don't care.
So, yeah, that's just... So, when I touched Super Crown, I turned into Geeky. And, yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, when I touched the Super Crown. Never mind, I don't touch... I don't touch...
I'm not real. It's been Neon the entire time.
Yoshite.
Probably.
Yoshite. Oh, God. So that is Bowsette.
He's not allowed to prove he's a better princess because he's a man, and you're not allowed to be better than the woman because you're a man. You should know better.
Polygon has their take on it.
Oh god, it's gonna be a completely different take. I'm sure.
I don't really. Where is it? I can't find the full comic.
Do we need it?
No. Here's some more. Some more Bowsette fan art.
Okay, I've seen some of these.
I love this one. It's like commission's open. That's actually not too bad.
I saw these earlier. Yeah, these ones I've seen before.
Oh, then we get this one. This one. Oh, if you're gonna draw Peach or Bowsette, you gotta either go big or go home.
Let's be honest here. That's probably what it would look like.
It's probably what Bowser would look like as a woman.
I'm just saying.
That's somebody's dream date,
No, what's wrong with that?
Try to know your meme. I'm not even going there.
I don't know.
So this is just a kind of a cursory evaluation of the Bowsette situation.
I don't know. What does Nintendo think about it? I don't know.
Nintendo doesn't care as long as they sell stuff.
They're probably already making the plushies right now.
They're probably already figuring out a way to have, like,
There's a new game coming for, probably. So
Bowsette in the, I mean...
If this is big, there probably will be a Bowsette game. You watch.
They'll do like, all gender-swapped Mario characters. That'll be like the next Mario game. It'll be like gender-flipping Mario or something,
Which I don't think anything wrong with it. As long as you're doing it to all the characters, so it makes sense.
Yeah, like that's a power-up. You can just, like, gender-swap the characters.
I think it's funny. I like gender-swap stories. I think they're funny.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of funny. So then apparently now I'm trying to remember from the Discord, some folks were telling us that
the stock went up on this first. I believe it, and I bet you money we're gonna see this stuff again, and they'll
make it official. They'll make it official.
She'll be all over it.
She will show up in Smash Brothers. I can almost guarantee it. That would be freaking.
Yeah,
awesome.
I know Nintendo goes after a lot of people all the time about that.
Yeah, they're really weird. Like, I mean, we would stream Nintendo games on our channel, but you have to be part of, like, their network or something.
Or they take money and all this stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are you looking up now?
I was looking to see how many people we had on.
Oh, okay.
And we're filling up.
All right.
So, Splatoon, Squid characters. Yes, you have lots of reaction. But no, I guess the creator of this comic, from what I remember from our Discord, people told us that he or she was like, all like, oh my God, I can't handle the attention.
Oh, that's this person.
I think it was this person. I think it was this person. So,
that's first world problems.
Yeah, I can't imagine, you know, what's turning up on 4chan and Tumblr.
I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to look at that. I don't even.
And it was a he. Okay, cool. So apparently he is not real thrilled about the attention. Personally, I think
I'm sure he's probably getting a lot of crap too. I mean, some people are thinking, "Oh, it's the best thing ever." Some people are like, "What did you do?"
Yeah.
So you know.
So that is
Tom Nook version. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny.
So that is what is going on with Bowsette.
Yeah, you had to explain it to me because I'm like, I did see it. I saw a lot of these, a lot of different mashups, and I saw them on Twitter because you can't like swing a bat around Twitter without hitting one of these things. But I was just thought people were just doing funky things for new prints or something, and I just kept going because I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. So okay. So more outrage on the internet.
Imagine that outrage. You gotta go find something to be mad about.
Okay, so the new trailer dropped yesterday for the sequel to Fantastic Beasts, which is actually The Crimes of Grindelwald. So J.K. Rowling has taken a beating over this movie because she's personally responsible for every decision, of course, made. Yeah. First, there was anger because they cast Johnny Depp in the film after his domestic dispute, and they said, how dare you cast Johnny Depp in anything. Okay, so that was outrage number one. Outrage number two was apparently Grindelwald and Dumbledore, who had an off-camera or off-book fling, I guess, in the Harry Potter series, will not be shown as a couple.
But they do kind of, in the trailer, they do kind of
hint
to
that there's more there, yes. But they will not be shown as being explicitly gay in the movie, as I understand it, and there was outrage. And again, it's all J.K. Rowling's fault. So now they are attacking Nagini, the snake. Okay, now they've retconned Harry Potter a little bit, or maybe she's always had it, JK's always had it in her head, but Nagini was Voldemort's pet snake in the Harry Potter series. Nagini seemed very intelligent for a snake, and that's because apparently Nagini was a woman. Nagini was a woman at some point, and so now the internet, Twitter, specifically, is not happy because the woman playing Nagini is Asian, and she turns into a pet for a white man.
Yeah. Could you explain to them what they're mad about it?
I had to really break this down.
Wait, hold on, look at the question. Wait, she declared her might be black after the last movie. Yeah, so I remember that. Oh, they want gay sex. That doesn't surprise me at all. Neon plus Super Crown equals Neonette.
Neonette, yeah. That's me on weekends.
They were probably banned in some countries from release. Well, that is very true. That is actually very true.
I want to talk about this because people were really upset. Elbeck, that's a really good point. People were very upset about both the casting of Johnny Depp and the fact that they were not going to show Dumbledore and Grindelwald being a couple. And there's one word that explains everything. China. Mm-hmm. Okay. Johnny Depp is huge in China. The Pirates of the Caribbean movies make a ton of money in China. Of course, they cast Johnny Depp. And they also do not show any, as I understand it, in China, they're not allowed to show any gay relationships in films, or the films are not released. So, of course, they can't have Grindelwald, and the Chinese box office means a lot.
They do imply it in the trailer. If you see the trailer, there's the mirror from the movie, the first Harry Potter movie, and where you can look in it, you see what you desire most, and he's looking in the mirror and he sees Grindelwald,
young Grindelwald. That's who he desires most.
They do basically pretty much say it, but it wasn't to the extent that people wanted. And
so and again, Ernesto says Nagini is Asian because of China.
Well, she's
market.
Korean, but
she's actually South Korean, the actress. So she was super excited. Now, before I read this article, I want to go out to Entertainment Weekly. And Claudia Kim, her name is Claudia Kim. Now, this is really surprising. We watched the trailer and we're like, wait, Nagini's a woman?
No, I said to you, and you're like,
yeah,
no.
I thought maybe it was a spell. I thought they cast a spell on the snake to turn,
They're mad at the explanation about why she had, the whole thing. It's like, I swear to God, they go out there like, I'm not outraged today. I got to go find something. It's like, really?
Yeah. So she is super excited. She's had to keep the secret for a long time that she's playing Nagini, that Nagini was even in the movie. It'll be interesting to see another side of Nagini. Kim tells EW, you've only seen her as a Horcrux in this. She's a wonderful and vulnerable woman who wants to live. She wants to stay a human being, and I think that's a wonderful contrast to her character. Sounds interesting. It also explains why Nagini seemed like so smart for a freaking snake, because Nagini was a human. And said Nagini suffers from a blood curse. She knows that eventually she will become a snake permanently. Of course she will, because she has to, because it's a prequel. She does feel sometimes it's not controllable. She's bound to permanently transform at some point to a beast. So she feels this pressure is that the clock is ticking. And she has powers and da-da-da. Anyway, the actress who's playing her is really, really super excited. I think Harry Potter's banned in China for supernatural content. I don't know.
I was wondering that too, because I know they ban other things because it's,
I'm just guessing, that the Chinese, I mean, literally,
Asia in general.
Disney, they're making movies now with the Chinese market in mind.
Right. I did wonder that. I did wonder that, though, because I do know they have a lot of things that they don't like, mysticism and things like that they have a problem with. So I was kind of wondering that, too. But I honestly didn't know. So
well, that's part of the reason.
I was like, I don't know.
Ghostbusters, like China couldn't even save the Ghostbusters reboot because they weren't allowed to.
Yeah,
now,
so I would believe that Harry Potter.
Coco, yeah, it might be Coco now, because I know they have rules regarding the depiction of the afterlife. Coco actually was allowed in China because I guess the Chinese felt that the depiction of the afterlife was positive. It wasn't negative. Didn't have any demons or anything like that in it. So they actually left it go in China. It was a huge hit, so maybe they'll loosen up.
Yeah, and they don't allow, like you said about ghosts, they don't allow Haunted Mansion in the Chinese Disney parks. They
had to change the Haunted Mansion to Mystic Manor, so it was basically artifacts that had.
But it was still kind of like long about magic.
Kind of,
so,
yeah, but it wasn't. There weren't dead people because they've got
Anyway, so whatever reason, who knows why? Go ahead.
Right. So anyway, this actress super excited to be playing Nagini in the Harry Potter prequel, and you're thinking, hey, that's pretty cool,
Because she herself, being Korean, thinks it's great and has no problem
She thinks it's awesome. They've cast a person of color in a pivotal role in the movie. You think that would be pretty cool, right? No. Not according to Twitter. According to Twitter, it's not a good idea because she will eventually become a submissive pet to a white dude, and they also chop her head off.
Well, no one really says she was. I mean, well, here's my thing. You assume that she's his pet, but you don't know that because
Nagini helps bring him back. Helps bring Voldemort
back. Right, and the
back
thing is, there's a lot of people that work with him too, and they aren't his pets, but they're scared of him, and they do what he says because they're supposed to be on his side. Just because she's with it doesn't mean she's his pet. That's a We assumed she was, but maybe she was.
I don't.
But that was before we knew she was a person.
Yeah, we had no idea. Now, J.K. Rowling probably always had in the back of her mind that Nagini,
or she pulled a George Lucas,
or she just pulled a George Lucas.
Make it.
But I thought it was a really interesting twist, and I kind of did a double take when I watched the trailer. I was like, wow, this is really interesting that Nagini was human, and it ties it in more with the Harry Potter films. So here we're gonna talk about what the grievances on Twitter are with casting Claudia Kim as a snake. J.K. Rowling is facing allegations of racism after Claudia Kim's character in the upcoming Fantastic Beasts sequel was revealed. J.K. Rowling has faced all kinds of criticism about this movie. Like, people they freaking hate her now. She used to be very popular on Twitter with certain groups of people, and now she's just like, she can't do anything right. The South Korean actress plays Lord Voldemort's pet snake Nagini in The Crimes of Grindelwald. To be fair, she is not the pet yet, because this is like
wait, she plays Lord Voldemort's pet snake. Well, she's not Lord Voldemort's pet snake in this movie.
Voldemort's not even born yet, right?
Right. So that technically isn't true. But anyway, go ahead.
So a character who was later beheaded by Neville Longbottom in the Deathly Hallows.
Yeah, for good reason.
She was a freaking snake that killed people. Rowling revealed Nagini as a maledictus, a female who carries a blood curse from birth, which eventually results in them turning into a beast.
Yeah.
Because she has to. The revelation unsettled some fans who branded the casting racially insensitive, as Nagini is a cursed woman who is submissive to a man.
But it wouldn't have mattered who they cast. If it would have been another woman, it would have been like, well, she's, you know, submissive to a man. You know, there's no way of pleasing these people. And Nagini was always referred to as she, so they couldn't make it a man now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a pretty interesting plot twist, actually. I'm like, wow, didn't see that coming. One Twitter user posted, do the people behind Fantastic Beasts really not see the issue with having Nagini, Voldemort's pet, who is beheaded in the final book, actually being an Asian woman? That's the Asian representation.
Wait, okay. You're really stretching here because a couple reasons. One, the actress thought it was great and is all happy and proud of it. Now you're taking away her. You're actually taking that away from her. First of all, so she's happy.
She's very proud of it. She's got a major role.
And now you people are taking that away from her. And as the person that is the person in question here, as Asian, shouldn't she be able to decide that for herself? She's very proud, very excited to be in this, and they're taking that away. Secondly, here's the thing. I don't think it wouldn't have mattered if it was any woman or any whatever. They decided it was a minority. Well, you're beheaded in that final book. I think they would have been happy with if Nagini was a white guy who then they cut his head off because that's okay because he's a white guy.
I don't know.
I mean, you know,
I mean, some people are just like,
they'll find a reason to be mad about everything.
Another wrote, I feel like this is the problem when white people want to diversify and don't actually ask POC how to do so. They don't make the connection between making Nagini an Asian woman who later on is the pet of a white man. So I'm going to say it right now. That's blanking racist.
No, that's you guys just looking for things to be pissed about. I'm just so sick of it.
Okay, so...
But then any woman at that point would be a minority, and that you're going to be... If it had been any woman of any kind, I don't care what person of color, otherwise, they would have been pissed about it. It was a white woman, they would have been pissed about it.
A third posted, wow, just when you thought the idea behind this film couldn't get any worse, they make Nagini an Asian woman, which means she was a submissive Asian woman for a white male this entire time.
Nothing says she was submissive. She just probably afraid of him. There was a lot of people who were afraid of Voldemort and did what he wanted.
Well, yeah, the Malfoys were his bitches. The whole family,
they
were like
the Malfoy family were, yeah,
the bitches of Voldemort. An Asian woman for white male this entire time, a racist trope and fetish. To be fair, Nagini was instrumental in bringing Lord Voldemort back from the dead. If Nagini was just a pet and Nagini
was a submissive pet,
she'd
be like, "F you, Voldemort."
Yeah, leave him dead. But she brought him back, so they had like a friendship.
Well, there's like Aspen Color, the actress herself was fine with it, and she's very proud of it. And I'm sorry, they're taking away anything that she has. She is excited about it. She's proud of it, and they're just basically pissing all over her being happy about it. You know, it's just like, you know, because we're going to stand up for your rights whether you want us to or not.
More people, seriously, this is 2018. How could you not find this Nagini stuff racist and they misspelled it, misogynic? This whole Nagini thing is racist and misogynistic, JK Rowling being her usual problematic self.
We're going to go onto Twitter and keep screaming at her because now, you know, the movie's done. We're going to go change it now.
No matter how many times I think of this, the whole Nagini canon sounds so BS. Not because it's potentially racist, but it just doesn't make any sense. There was no foreshadowing or whatsoever in the book. I don't think this is a 20-year-old secret. Now, I think she probably had.
They never really said it. It wasn't like something they had to bring up.
This is just not the right movie. Wait, Nagini is what? So I'm not going to go see Magical Beasts. The movie is called Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Clearly a huge Harry Potter fan. Clearly a Wizarding World fan. I'm not going to go see Magical Beasts.
Someone said, if they made it a man, they get mad because they gave it to a man instead of a woman. Yes, exactly.
Everybody's upset about everything. Welcome to the internet. The first one was horrible and problematic, and the second one has Depp. That jerk Johnny Depp. But this Nagini storyline is horrendous. WTF. I'm not going to go see
WTF's what I'm thinking about.
I'm not going to go see Magical Beasts either. That sounds like a terrible movie. I'm going to go see Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. The upcoming film, which sees Eddie Redmayne return as magizoologist Newt Scamander, has faced several bouts of criticism, with Rowling forced to shut down trolls who lambasted her decision not to address Albus Dumbledore's sexuality.
I remember that.
Again, that is more of a studio. I think that was probably more of a studio decision for reasons. You know, not that that's
basically fans were hoping that they get all the shipping and things they wanted from everything else they've done on Twitter before this, and they are mad that they aren't getting everything they want.
They want shipping. Rowling tweeted being sent abuse about an interview that didn't
Yeah, it's
involve
not
me.
for you. Exactly.
About a screenplay I wrote but which none of the angry people have read, which is part of a 5-movie series that's only one installment in. Is obviously tons of fun, but you know what's even more fun? She posted the tweet alongside the gif of a man hitting the mute button. Oh my god! JK will have none of your nonsense.
She doesn't have to take your nonsense.
She doesn't. She's like the richest author in the world right now. She doesn't need to deal with your crap. And J.K. Rowling has, you know, I mean, come on. I mean, she's given people so much, I think, in terms, you know, with the world of characters, and she's had, you know, she's kind of caved to fan service.
People are like, they want a hardcore gay sex scene. Well, first of all, you can't have a hardcore gay sex scene in these movies anyway. Secondly, I'm sure those are out there. You can probably find them on places like Patreon and, you know, Tumblr.
Yeah.
I'm sure that people have drawn that out. I am 100% sure that's been drawn out.
So, you know, people, it's so funny because, you know, people always talk about, you know, one side of the aisle eating itself alive.
What gets me mad is, wait, you're not getting your own way, and now you're mad and you're not going to go see the movie because you're not getting your own way, but yet people don't like things like The Last Jedi. How dare they? Because they're this, that, and everything else, because they didn't like it, and they should like it. They should eat whatever shit they give them because it's Star Wars. But you don't have to, if you don't like one thing she does, but you're on the one side, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You can have an opinion and it matters.
Yeah.
You're allowed to complain.
Yeah, I know. So speaking of opinions that are questionable, let's go out to Polygon.
Oh, God.
Polygon says, J.K. Rowling retconning Harry Potter on Twitter has consequences.
Well, she can retcon whatever she wants because it's her stuff.
Performative isn't good enough.
I don't even, my brain hurts. These people just make my brain hurt.
Oh, God. So now they're talking about, now they're complaining that there aren't any Jewish people at Hogwarts. J.K. Rowling's like Anthony Goldstein, Ravenclaw, Jewish wizard. Interesting.
I feel bad. She has like,
God, why, you know, I just, you know, remember how easy it was to just make stuff and kind of put it out there and occasionally do interviews and not have to deal with
people mentioned, it's not for you, I guess.
Yeah, so they're trying to be a little more cerebral here on Polygon, but basically the point of it is, you know, J.K. Rowling is problematic. You know,
J.K. Rowling's, you know, it's a damn shame that the creator of the thing that we love is problematic. So we have to kick the creator off to take the thing that we love that she made and it was all about, you know, everything that was her idea, and then turn around and make it what we want, like Star Wars.
Jewish people doing witchcraft. Yeah, that is not right. So, okay, so here, like, she's actually going on the defensive. If I were JK and I were as wealthy as JK, I would not say anything. I'd be like, talk to my publicist. You'll see my interview next week on whatever TV show, and I'm done with you all. JK, listen, Joanne, we get it. You didn't include enough representation when you wrote the books, but suddenly making Nagini into a Korean woman is garbage. Representation as an afterthought for more woke points is not good representation.
But my thing is, like I said, if she had made a woman, any kind of woman, whether it be Asian or something else, they would have been mad about her being a woman. And like somebody else said, if they had made her a man, they'd be mad, well, why are you retconning Nagini making her male? Why can't women have roles in Hollywood?
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, you can't win. You can't win.
So JK says the Naga are snake-like mythical creatures of Indonesian mythology, hence the name Nagini. They are sometimes depicted as winged, sometimes half human, half snake. Indonesian comprises a few hundred ethnic groups, including Javanese, Chinese, and Betawi. Have a lovely day. Oh, JK. So it's just like it goes on and on. You know, and just, I don't know. It's, I would probably, if I were her, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm out. I am out.
I mean, you get to a certain point, and it's like, we're going to go tell the person who created it, and who's, you know, this is the person who...
We're going to tell the creator what they should do with their characters.
Yes, and basically, they now that it's big and it's popular, and we own it, bitch, you don't own it, so we're going to kick you out of your own thing, and we're gonna go on Twitter and make it our thing.
Yeah, this is exactly...
Go do that. That's called lawsuit.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Please do.
This is the major problem with entertainment right now is there are people who feel like they have to dictate to the creators of a certain thing how they should do stuff, or tell them, well, it has to be this way because my fan fiction, you know, or
Yeah.
this is, you know, let's go back, you know, and correct some problems from 20, 30 years ago, because it's problematic now in 2018 or whatever, you know, whatever the buzzword is now, and let's, you know, retcon this or retcon that, and you know, I don't know, it's getting the point of
but I mean, but at the end of the day, all this aside, the actress playing the character is very excited and very proud of it and very happy to do it. If she felt it in some way was demeaning her, she would not have done the part. And she's very proud of it. And I think by their behavior, they're actually taking away from her. I mean, you'd think they'd be supporting her because, you know, look, she's very happy about it. She got to this big part she's representing. They'd be happy. No, we can't have that. So anything that she's happy about, they're just now, they're shitting all over. And then they'll still find some way to blame it on straight white guys. I'm sorry, but that's what they'll do. She'll get mad and leave because she's being harassed by these people. Yes. But somehow it'll still be transphobic, homophobic, women fear, you know, strong women fearing men, white men who drove her off the internet.
Probably. Even though it's mostly what I'm seeing, it looks like a lot of cranky women that are tweeting at JK.
See, I'm not allowed to say that because I'm a woman and I get where she's coming from.
I'm not allowed to say
I think that's what they're doing is crap.
But yeah, in this article for Entertainment Weekly, they had a video. I can't get the video, but she was like crazy excited to be part of the Potter franchise. She's playing a relatively major character. I mean, it's kind of a major revelation that she's, you know, Nagini, that this is the origin of Nagini. I
don't think she even thought about it in the way they're presenting it.
No,
I just think she's like,
who would? Most people don't. I mean, it's the same with like, you know, Scarlett Johansson and all the flack that she gets for, you know, this role or that role or whatever. She's probably like, I read the script, I liked it, and I did it. I
get to be this important character, and I'm really excited. And like you said, Nagini, you know, why would she have helped bring him back and do all that stuff she did if she was a pet and, you know, was under his thumb? You know, she'd be like, screw this, I'm not doing anything to help that asshole. You know what I mean?
Nagini killed Snape. I mean, she's kind of badass. Come on, you know, whatever. I don't know. This is another non-issue, and same with you know Depp. They cast Depp because he's a box office.
I think they refer. I'm trying to remember. I read the books, but it's been a long time. But I thought they did refer to it as she, as her.
She always was referred. Yeah, she was always referred to.
Someone said what she'd mentioned. I think they did. I'm not 100% sure because it's been, gosh, I can't. Whatever the last book came out was the last time I read that.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, House of Moon Castle that I read like 7 or 8 times. So,
yeah. So, hey, Super Cosmic
anyway,
Squid is here.
So that was that. Okay, what else are we going to talk about?
Well, everybody's asking about Bowsette. So real quickly, for those of you who just came in, Bowsette is Peach as Bowser. And there's a lot of fan arts of Peach as Bowser because of things.
Well, actually, that's not what it is. Bowser is pretending, he's pretending to be Peach. So it's not really Peach at all. It's Bowser trying to look like Peach to trick Mario.
Well, I guess. Well, actually, I guess Mario and Bowser decide they want to be a thing, and Bowser's got the crown power up.
But if Mario wanted to be a thing with Bowser, why is he making him look like Peach?
Because
that's a shit move.
He's ashamed.
I'm like, that'd be like, it's like, you know what? I've never liked you before. I always liked your brother. But, you know, I'll tell you what, if you dress like your brother, I'll like you. And I'd be like, kiss my ass.
If she's too hot for you, I see some folks in the comments said she's too hot. Here's not so hot Bowsette. Yeah, I'm not real into that. Not real into that Bowsette. Nope, there we go. Okay, so anyway, that's Bowsette, that's Nagini, and should we talk about this thing?
Oh, this is kind of fun. I thought this was fun.
Okay, this is just
like
kind
of a hodgepodge of
things. We're gonna take a little detour here and talk about artists and now the artist of the Mario comic. Apparently got, you know, all kinds of attention he did not want, and he was sort of like hiding from it and like, oh my god, people are giving me attention. Well, this artist here, and we're on board Panda. God, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, but it's funny.
But I saw this person. Funny. This was going around before this. They just happened to do a story on it. I saw this before they did something on it. But go ahead.
Darking Duckette. Oh god, we gotta tell Aaron about that. So I think he's at Disneyland today. I'll be like, Aaron, well, you're at Disneyland. Somebody...
Yeah, sorry, I want to go read this. So wait, let me get this straight. They're upset that out of all the people that were submissive to Voldemort, which is what we said, they cry racism because one of them happened to be not white. Yes, that's what we're saying.
Yes.
We're like, if you saw them, read the books, he had a whole bunch of people who were terrified of him and they were submissive to him. They did what he wanted, and most of them were white. I'm like,
and
a lot of them were
like
guys.
Nagini was like his confidant, like his major dumb. The issue is Nagini was his pet, but I think Nagini was more than his pet. I think, you know, they had an understanding.
Important enough that he made it one of his Horcruxes. I mean, you made it, you know, come on.
Oh no, Captain Cummings' car broke down. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. So, okay, so this is, people kept asking this artist to draw for them.
This is funny.
For free.
If you're an art person, I'm sure you've been here.
Oh my god, you like draw so good. Could you like draw me as Hello Kitty?
That happened to you it happened to the part. You wouldn't come back and wanted him to draw. So he got mad. He made Hello Kitty instead. And then she goes, can I have that? And he's like, no.
Neon needs to monitor Geeky's cocaine intake. No, I hook her up.
You don't take cocaine. This is natural high, people. Natural high.
This is all caffeine. Okay, so this is a good lesson for artists, right? You don't walk into a pizza place and demand a free meal because you've heard good things about it. Well, why not? And you certainly don't storm into a football stadium demanding free tickets because you're a fan. They'll be removed.
They'll call the police.
Then why would you contact an artist for a free drawing only because you've checked out his Instagram account? Well, maybe you wouldn't, but there are plenty of people who do,
we can vouch for this.
Yeah, in fact, John Arton from Birmingham, England, has received so many free drawing requests, he started trolling the ones that have the audacity to make them.
For exposure, I know, right?
I've always drawn since I was a kid, John told Bored Panda. I love art, and that's all I've ever wanted to do. The artist has been getting requests for free drawing since he was a kid. Yeah, same. Anybody who draws and they draw in school, everybody wants you to draw them. Art isn't really seen as this is important. Art isn't really seen as a job/career, but more of a hobby, which you enjoy. So people assume you would be happy to do it for a little bit of exposure. And this is why the mainstream comic book industry is ground down to the level that's ground down to, because there's so many people who are willing to work so cheap.
That's what I was going to say. This is why it's bullshit now.
Yeah, and it's not a good way to make a living.
You get what you pay for. Anyway.
You get what you pay for. Captain Cummings, haven't had AC in my car for years. Yeah,
we had a car like that.
We did. It was a very hot car, and I'm so sorry. So sorry to hear that.
No, okay, that's racist. It was just a black car, so it was hot.
Anyway. So this is I wish I could do drawings for free. John added, it's something I've done for giveaways to my followers online for charity. That's cool. Sadly, I have to fund my expenses.
Sadly, I have to eat. Pay rent. You know, buy clothes.
Yeah. So this guy's actually really good. I mean, look at his art. He is freaking amazing, right? Look at the stuff he does. Photorealistic, beautiful, beautiful artwork. So when they message him with requests for free drawings. This is how he responds.
Oh my goddess.
Awesome.
Your work is absolutely incredible.
Oh my gosh, your work is absolutely incredible. I'm sure you get hundreds of messages a day telling you that. But wow, you are so gifted. It's breathtaking looking at your art. I'd love it if you could draw me. I know you're probably really busy, but please, I'd be honored too. This one, please. With her freaking Snapchat filter. So you want that drawn for free? Please.
Look, I'm cute. Give it to me for free.
Looks just like her. And
go down, it gets better.
Yeah, it gets better.
Then they're like, go ahead, go down.
Now you can work in comics. Okay. Thanks. Forget.
No, thanks. He doesn't enjoy. She goes, thanks.
Oh, enjoy. Thanks. Forget it. I was just a fan. Obviously, just in this for the money. So you're just in for the money.
You're for the money when I wanted a free drawing.
Yeah. Just for, not a fan. Obviously, just in it for a freebie. I'm in it for the memes. I love this guy.
The meme economy.
I love this guy. Can you draw me, please? Hello, are you interested in commissioning a piece, or are you after a free drawing? After a free drawing, this. Like, can you start today or tomorrow and get it done in a week? Hey, finished your drawing. Took a few hours. Also, I felt the image was lacking a background, so I added a bright sun.
I love the boobs.
Son.
Anyway.
Hey, I heard you draw for money, but could you do an exception this time? You draw for money. How dare you? I'm really short on money. I need a gift for my girlfriend. Whatever. So could you draw this for free? I'm the one in the middle. Finally finished, man. Had a bit of trouble with the perspective, but I think it looks cooler. It makes it look cooler. Gang signs, cool shades. Girlfriend. I love this guy. Can you do a drawing for Key? I mean, me. I love your drawings. Can you do a free one? You want a free drawing? What of? I think I got your heads a little closer than the photo, though. Hope that's okay. It's the Venn diagram of love. Preferably this one, but any Michael Jackson you can do, I would love. Okay, what sort of size would you want? And black and white? 11.7 by 16.5, and so basically an 8.3 size. And yes, black and white, please. By the way, will this cost anything? Because I don't have any money right now. LOL. So if it does, I'm sorry to waste your time. Oh, so you want it for free? Yeah. If you can't do that, then that's whatever. Oh, it's Michael Jackson. Awesome. This is going to be good. Preferably this one, but any Michael Jackson you can do. All done. Hope you like it. Hee Shimon. He's grabbing himself because he's Michael Jackson with his little Michael Jackson nose. That's great. It's freaking great. Can you do Harry Styles? Oh, can you? Hey, can you Harry Styles? How do I Harry a Styles? Just do it, please. Draw him like this, please, please. It will mean the world to me. Will you do it? Okay, it's a pretty detailed image. Give me a few days. Okay, thank you so much. Finally finished. The hair took so long, but I think it looks boss. Harry Styles.
Best song ever.
God, these just go on and on. My price starts.
He tries to give us prices.
150 pounds for a single image. You don't do it for free? Oh, you want it for free? Well, I didn't realize it wasn't free. Oh, do you often get free drawings? Never asked to be drawn before. My friend had it done for free before, though not sure by who. The drawing was a bit tough because the photo cuts the top of your head off. Yeah. I want to write this guy and ask him for some free drawings.
Don't.
I do. Like, he's actually giving prices. Is there any way you can do it for free? Cool hat whistling. I wasn't whistling. Steamy nostrils. You're whistling in your profile pic, too. You know people can't hear it on a photo, right? I wasn't whistling. Oh, my God. Do I legit look that dumb in my photos? LMAO. Oh my God! Can't pay. You want it for free? There's a dog. Woof woof! I am a doggy. The fur was tricky, but I think I nailed it. Free? Yep. Up there you go. Oh my God! I love this guy. This is what I mean. Seriously.
I don't troll him either.
Yeah, I you know. Everybody who draws, like, you go to conventions and people, I think at some conventions people understand, like, look, you know, commissions they cost money, but we get so many people that are just like, oh my God, you like drawing? Can you like draw me? Like, I did caricatures for years.
Sorry,
I did.
The expressions,
no, we have
the expressions he's making when he's like, can you draw me? It's just
oh my God.
Funny.
So, you know, okay, so when I did caricatures for years, and we had people come up all the time. They were like, oh my God, yeah, I've done drawings. I'm like, yeah, my prices were clearly marked on the sign on the table, and I would point to them. It's not free. Like, it can't take you that long to draw. Oh, Terry Bogard, you did not have to give me money. I'll have to draw you a stick figure for that. Hey, beautiful people. Love you as always. So what about Bowsette's origins? Be blessed, love you, hope, peace, and lots of love. Thank you so much. Same to you, Terry. Bowsette's origins. Bowsette's origin was, well, we'll just go back here real quick, and I'm going to send you a link to this. Bowsette came about because there's a power-up for Toadette in the new Mario game. You touch a crown, you turn into Princess Peach. There was a comic strip about Princess Peach rejecting both Mario and Bowser, and Bowser having a crown, turning himself into Bowsette, and Mario and Bowser going off to presumably hook up or play games or something. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure there's artwork of what happened afterwards.
Tell me a story, Daddy. Well, once upon a time.
Oh my God. So, anyway, this is a great response, I think, to people who keep asking for free work. I think.
And you have to do it in that voice too.
Yeah, you have to do it in that voice.
I
have to fix my car. I don't draw for free.
I mean, yeah, it's like you don't go to any place else and be like, "Hey, can you do this for free?" But you know, I'll make sure a lot of people see it, so they can go ask you for free stuff too. It's like, I would give you lots of exposure.
People are gonna do it just because they want these stick figures now. So
I know, I thought that. I'm like, dude, you're just like making everybody else gonna do that to you.
So anyway, the game is not new. Okay, I guess the game is not new. It is a port.
I have no idea.
Okay. So sad news though. We talked a little bit about this. This is hilarious. Speaking of artists, and I can't believe I'm actually going out to Bleeding Cool, but I'm going out to Bleeding Cool. Norm Breyfogle passed away. I did not know this. until I actually found it on Twitter. Actually, Aaron Sparrow's tweet was how I found about it. I actually am friends or was friends with Norm on Facebook. I haven't interacted with him for quite some time because of the algorithm changing and all that. But I know he had a stroke. I know he was in bad shape. It seemed like his spirits were better, and I don't know what happened. But Norm, you know, was an influential Batman artist, particularly back in the 90s. I think most of us who read Batman comics in the 90s have seen Norm's work. Yeah, it's really pretty sad. Pretty sad. I was very surprised to hear. I thought he was doing better. But R.I.P. Norm Breyfogle. So now we're going to talk about manspreading. It's kind of a
you're just like all over the place.
I know.
Dave.
We just had several things we wanted to talk about.
Not related to poor Norm.
I know Norm. It's so sad. I did follow his posts on Facebook, and I honestly thought he was doing better. And I was like, oh, cool, Norm's doing better. He started, I think he started drawing again. He couldn't draw very well for a while because, you know, stroke, you know.
Yeah, when you said that, I remembered who you were talking about. Yeah. I remember,
and, yeah, I mean, I just found out about it on Twitter today. Norm is gone. So that's terrible. It's a terrible loss. He was a fantastic artist. Anyway, and then right next to garbage like this. So, I don't even know if I can do the other one now because it's kind of like, this is like a downer.
Well, you should have done this other one before you.
I know.
That.
I should have.
You should have given him the end and let him end on a high note.
I should have ended on the funny stick figures. We can talk about this briefly because you told me about this
I told you
story.
about this earlier.
And this has nothing to do with comics. Absolutely nothing to do.
Well, it's a mindset. So, on Twitter, everybody was talking about somebody getting bleached, and I was like, what the flip are they talking about? So I wasn't home most of the morning, so I sent you out to find out what was going on. And what did you find out?
Not much. I found this article. So basically, this is coming from The Sun, which is, you know, real reliable publication here. A law student has embarked on a one-woman crusade to stop manspreading, which, you know, I've only heard about manspreading in the last, like, year. Like, seriously, I don't understand. Apparently manspreading is when you, and most of the time it's unintentional, from what I gather.
I do. Okay, look at me sitting
Geeky
here.
is manspreading right now.
I'm manspreading right now. I have my legs stretched out and everything else. And, you know, it's my internalized misogyny, which is something else we're going to talk about in a minute. But, yeah, so a lot of people sometimes will, you know, you're not even doing it intentionally. You're just sitting down, you're not thinking, you know, and you're busy and you put your leg out or something, you know? Okay,
now, Eric is saying people are suspecting this was a setup fake.
It
might be. This is on The Sun, okay?
Because here's my thing about this. You're going and doing that because you're supposed to be manspreading. But yeah, you go, I can't tell you how many times I'm on, like, we were on Disney buses, and there's, like, no places to sit, and there's people holding their children and stuff, and there sits these ladies with all their bags in the seats, taking up 3 seats for, like, her and all her bags, and no one bleaches her for that.
Yeah.
That's just called being rude. And no one, you know.
So apparently she
I manspread all the time, too.
This is in Russia. She's a law student. Apparently the laws in Russia are different.
I do have to wonder if it's set up. I do. I agree
just
with you.
like these people are just like, or is it just like, you know, the shock value of it? Like, don't manspread, or some random woman.
And like, someone was happened to be there taking a picture right when she did it too, like perfectly posed.
Yeah, and that is perfectly posed. So, she now has started splashing a mixture of water and bleach on the groins of men with their legs spread too far on the St. Petersburg metro. This dude's like sleeping. Like, you can't help it. You spread your legs. Anna warned her targets in a video. This solution is 30 times more concentrated than the mixture used by housewives when doing laundry. Eats colors in the fabric in a matter of minutes, leaving indelible stains.
Oh, like like her. No, I'm sorry.
She has also accused manspreaders of a disgusting act that is being fought around the world, but hushed up here. I really don't have any comments on this. It's just like, this is like the clickbaitiest clickbait. But apparently everybody was talking about this. This would not happen in the U.S. Somebody
I'm sorry.
Get tossed out.
I'm so tired of hearing about manspreading. Like I said, I literally sit down. I don't mean to, but I like do that too. I put my legs out. I automatically go like this. I mean, I'm not very ladylike. Sometimes I'll cross my legs.
You're lady enough for me.
I'm like usually wearing pants, so I'm just like.
I'm glad you're wearing pants when you're manspreading.
I usually wear pants
because I would
don't wear pants. It's really, you know,
slightly uncomfortable if you were manspreading on a bus in front of other people and you're
it's
not wearing pants.
It's not just how men sit. I mean, I know a lot of women who sit that way. I sit that way. Like right now, I'm wearing pants, which is a plus, and I'm sitting here, and my legs are spread out, and I know a lot of women do it. And like I said, I see women all the time throw their coats or their purses or their bags on seats because nobody sit next to them. Yeah, I got thick thighs too, and no one's pouring bleach on their stuff. No one's like, you're being rude bag, splash bleach on you.
Gigi's thighs are too powerful. She must man spread.
I have to.
She does.
She could
kick you. She could kick you in the head.
I need room for my balls. Oh, it's the cars. They're back.
Man spreaders. So, yeah. Oh, now we're getting dirty talk.
Yeah. So,
dirty talk.
But anyway, I'm just saying, and then this led me to my other rant that I was having the other day about internalized misogyny. I saw something the other day that someone had posted about women and internalized misogyny, and it really pisses me off. And I'll tell you why for a couple of reasons. One, they say things like, "Oh, there's no such thing as there's toxic masculinity, but there's no such thing as toxic femininity." And I'm like hell there isn't. And then, these same people arguing that are saying that, oh no, there's not an opposite of these things. It's only us as a victim. What's so funny?
That's where men's faces belong.
That's right. That's right.
Right in the man spread.
Anyway,
area.
Yes, that's why I man spread. Anyway, even though I'm not a man. So the internalized misogyny thing is a bunch of bullshit, because it's like you can't sit there and say that there's no such thing as toxic femininity and there's no such thing as like reverse racism and all this other stuff, but then you can have internalized misogyny, which is basically you're basically saying you can't be opposites unless we're mad at you and we disagree with you, then there's an opposite. And internalized misogyny basically means that you're anti-woman if you're a woman.
Yeah, I don't even, I'm just a guy.
I'm not anti-woman. I'm anti-bullshit. And I'm sorry.
But I don't understand how, if you don't agree with other women, you're anti-woman. Why can't you just have a disagreement, and still be women with valid opinions?
I'm just saying.
I don't understand.
There is such thing as toxic feminism. I'm sorry. I've seen it myself. I've been a victim of it. And the thing is, these people are mad at me, and I've gotten treated like garbage from other women who are extreme feminists because I'm feminists because I'm married or I have kids or whatever. So how come they're allowed to be mean to me? But if they're being mean to me as a woman, isn't that internalized misogyny? Because they hate me as a woman. They don't like me because they're... So basically, the internalized misogyny argument comes out when you're not agreeing with, these women, or you're not agreeing with these men who think they should tell you what you should be as a woman because they're pro-feminist men, which, doubly pisses me off. So the internalized misogyny thing just makes me mad. It's just like, you can't tell me I'm an internalized misogynist because you don't agree with me. Maybe I would say I have a low bullshit tolerance, but I wouldn't say, and I just think that, I'm going to defend men sometimes because I think they're being wrongfully treated like shit. That doesn't mean I'm an internalized misogynist.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not allowed to have opinions because I'm a dude. On this, so I'm not allowed to talk. I'm not allowed to say anything.
It just really makes me mad. That whole internalized misogyny thing, I guess, really angers me because it's absolute bullshit. It's like you can't. It's you're just such hypocritical bullshit. I don't even have nowhere to begin. But it's like, and these people are going around calling these women internalized misogynists, usually men. Calling them internalized misogynist, or women, like, well, if you don't think that women are better than men, you're internalized misogynist. Like, no, I just think that, feminism is about equality, not about you being better.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to say anything because you're a man.
Yeah, but I would agree with that. I would agree.
But that's what it's supposed to be about.
It's supposed to be about equality, yes.
So for what it really is, I am a feminist. But I'm not this bastardized feminism that they push on because I disagree. I got told, because if I don't like She-Ra, I'm clearly against women.
And you're a dude.
I'm clearly against women. If I was, I'm like, me liking She-Ra would make me against women. Yeah. I'm just saying, because apparently something wrong with looking like a woman. So anyway, I'm just saying, women are, I'll tell you what, women can be the cattiest, meanest, nastiest people in the world, and they're just absolutely horrible to each other, and then they're like, but you have to be, if you don't agree with me, then you're an internalized misogynist because women should stand together and always get along and make a unified front. I'm like, I'm not going to stand with you and make a unified front when you're a bitch and you're calling me names on my back.
that is Geeky's new slogan. That's going to be on her campaign sticker.
I'm like, yeah, there you go. I'm just saying.
So when she runs for office, remember what Kiki
so many
says.
backstabbing, catty witches, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like nice kissy face with you because if I don't, I'm an internalized misogynist. It's like, no, you're just a bitch. I'm just
It sounds like a medical procedure.
And I'm allowed to say that 'cause I'm a girl.
You can say whatever you want, dear. I'm not going to mansplain anything to you. How does it feel to be married to a straight white man, Neon?
Some days.
It's 2018, dude. It's anything goes.
I'm just saying. I get sick of it.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know if this is real or not. This would not fly. I'd love to see this happen in New York. It should be out the freaking window, I'm sure.
Well, she probably put punched by a woman.
She probably get punched by a woman.
I'm just saying, like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I said bad words.
Oh,
I didn't
say
a bad word. I said a really bad word. Oh, well.
Yeah. So, that's really all I got.
I don't think I could watch the round table video and you think I'm ranting now? That is a fist would go on the wall. It would be bad.
Yeah, it would be. I think it's going to be really interesting. I'm half tempted when She-Ra drops on Netflix to set the cameras up and live stream. Like we'll do like we'll just like binge watch the whole show.
I don't know if I can.
Geeky's reaction.
I have to have earbuds because of voice. I just can't get past it.
Voice.
But anyway, yes, I'm currently manspreading as I'm ranting about internalized misogyny and how I'm just tired of catty bitches telling other women that they have to agree with them because they don't agree with them. They're internalized misogynists.
It still sounds like a medical procedure. Okay, so we went from Bowsette to whatever the hell her name is to what else did we talk about? Yeah, you're not allowed to be an Asian snake lady in Harry Potter. That's incorrect, politically incorrect. Even if the actress loves the part,
you're not allowed to respect her being happy. You have to make sure you drag her down and chase her off, and then blame white men for it.
Yeah, because even though all the people who are tweeting at J.K. Rowling, I don't see any
no, a couple people had
men,
really? Yeah, it's probably
dudes. Not. They're all like,
because they're going to tell her that she's happy about it. She's internalized misogyny. Because you're not allowed to be happy about it. You have to agree with her. You have to basically agree with whatever they say, or you're an internalized misogynist.
Northeast Dynamo, unrelated. Apparently, Mark Probst is doing great. That's good. I heard they did a fundraiser for him. That's good. Getting lots of offers of work. Like GoFundMe got his life turned around. That's always good. It's always good to hear. It's always good to hear because there are so many comics pros, especially older comics pros, who are out of work, and the industry doesn't seem to be improving, and some of these folks just don't have other job skills. I mean, they're phenomenal comics creators, but they don't have any other job skills, and
must be that comics get influenced. Actually, no, I've actually been like this since you've met me, huh?
Yeah.
I've pretty much been like this. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten into it with people before any of this started about things, because I'd hear we told about a story before where they asked women they were asking women about comics and to give stories and about how men are keeping women down in comics, and I was like, well, no, because I work in comics and I'm giving all these examples of how women now to be fair, it wasn't the main two at the time. It was like other publishers, but a lot of the most popular books were done by women. There's women editors, women, people in charge. And I said that, and I was the only person that was not put in the story. And I was the only one who had pro credit.
This is 100% true. Yeah, there was, I forget which rag it was, did this round table, and Geeky was completely cut out of it because she didn't toe the line that women were being underrepresented. And
I was the only one that everybody else was working on their own stuff. I actually had credit.
Yeah, she actually, now, again, the circles we travel in are not the Marvel DC circles, but we travel in the publishing, right. Book publishing, and there are so many women editors and agents and creators working in book publishing, graphic novels.
Yeah, and that's true. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the whole idea that women are kept down everywhere is simply not true. And now I will say in Marvel and DC, there was a lot of times that women weren't very, we didn't see women very often. But and that's why I was bringing up other examples. And oh my gosh, I was the only one that wasn't it. So this is not a new thing for me.
Yeah, they cut her out. And this was what, like 5 or 6 years ago?
Oh yeah, and since you met me, I have been like, I am all for women's rights, but I'm for equality. I'm not for superiority.
Right.
I'm for equality, not for revenge. And I've always been this way. How did you two meet? Oh, it's a funny story. So,
We almost didn't.
it's funny. Okay, so way back, I'm not saying how long, because actually on the 29th is our anniversary. So way back, a long time ago, I was on the internet, and I was bored.
A long time ago on the internet.
I was on the internet, imagine that. And I was bored, and so I was looking for friends on, what was it? What was in?
It was Yahoo.
Was it Yahoo?
Freaking
Messenger?
Yahoo. Like, this
So
is
we're
like
old. And
late 90s.
I was
early
looking for people just to
2000s.
hang out with, like friends and stuff. And I came across his picture and saw he liked comics and Star Wars. And I thought, well, he's really cute. So I'll write him.
She thought it was cute.
I did. And I wrote him.
Maybe I was a little cute.
And
I was
then
a
what
little
happened?
cute.
Please tell them what happened when you got my message.
When I got her message, I had this overwhelming feeling that I probably was going to wind up marrying her. And then I sort of wrote her off as being bad Chinese food.
Which he told me.
He
told me he thought I was bad. I was a result of bad Chinese food.
I talked to her a little bit and then sort of disappeared for a while. And I thought that, maybe I had bad Chinese food because I, freaked out a little bit. But, ironically enough, we wound up getting married somehow. Thank you.
We just started talking about other stuff, and then
terrible at these
yes, he
things.
wasn't good. If I was waiting for him to meet me, we'd still be like talking on the internet. So I just,
Yeah, we actually, one of our first dates was at the Pittsburgh Comic Con. Mm-hmm. And back then, she was like the only woman.
I was
at the convention,
and that was back before women showed up like wearing hot outfits and body paint. I actually wore a mini skirt and a shirt, a tight fitting shirt, and heels because I thought, oh, I'll look good for you. And I did not expect the reaction that I got for wearing that outfit.
I told her, I said, you're not gonna want to walk into this place. This is back in the day. This is back when they actually had, remember the comic book publishers that used to go to Pittsburgh Comic Con and all the comic book creators and all
they actually
the
had
rows
people
and rows
there.
of comic
It was about
books.
comics.
It was about comics.
It was about comics.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I didn't. Actually, I'm actually quite girly normally.
Yeah.
And you'll admit that. And I did not have to hit him with that. I did though. I will say this kind of funny. I got tired of it, and we were eating at Pizza Hut one day, and I said, so when are you going to marry me? And I kind of made you marry me. So that's actually true, isn't it? You're laughing, but it's true.
I had all these ideas of how I was going to ask you, when I was going to ask you, and all that, and then you sort of asked me. So
well, you was tired of waiting around for you.
She's tired of waiting on me, so she's just kind of like, when the hell are you going to marry me already? Come on. I was like,
I did. I was, but I'm normally I'm very girly. I like sparkly things and purses and girly things. I'm quite girly.
Yeah, she is actually, and I'm not a beta male. I'm actually usually I'm pretty much.
It's difficult sometimes because we're both very much in charge.
Bad at emotions. I'm very bad.
There's a lot of
emotions.
headbutting. Sometimes.
Yeah, there is. We're both have very strong personalities. And I'll admit, like I'm like you put me in because I work like corporate marketing and junk like that. You put me in that kind of situation, and I'm usually good at it. If you put me in like human relationships, I'm much better now than I was, but
yeah,
I had a very hard time. It wasn't because I was shy. It wasn't because I don't know.
Anyway, now that we're bored,
we've bored everybody.
Yes, now we do things like play with sparkly unicorn poop and laugh about stuff all the time.
Yeah, we've got two wonderful kids. We do the kind of, we basically do what we love for a living. Beyond YouTube, we do all kinds of crazy stuff and get paid for it. And, we have a pretty good life. We get to talk to you guys, which is awesome. You guys are really cool. And I'm very, very happy that she,
I'm
didn't run away screaming.
I only destroy people on YouTube when they push me. That's all I'm saying. And Shira pushed me. So she pushed first.
Scott said betas are less than alphas. Yeah, I'm not really a beta in real life. Actually, if you met me, I'm not.
No, he's not.
Most people, my temper is legendary, so I am not. I just am not good at it.
Pittsburgh French fries. They put French fries on salad.
French fries on everything. Oh my god.
They put French fries on salad.
Do you guys need another prostitute pony?
No,
they don't even have a place for them.
You can't find them.
They
don't have them anymore.
Delisted. I wonder if they pull them off the shelves or something.
No, they're still around, but they're hard to get around here. So I can't even get one anyway. They might have them on Amazon. I don't know. So anyway, Yeah, Neon's trust me in real life. No, he's
I'm
not.
actually. I mean, it's I'm not trying to be like all bright, but I'm actually a pretty scary.
Yeah,
mofo.
they bring us in for meetings because they're like they want.
And I don't put up with shit.
No,
I do not put up with shit. I have a corporate marketing background.
However, I'll tell you a secret. Tell you a secret. He doesn't put up with crap, but I'll tell the kids no, and he'll let them do what they want.
Yeah, okay, so I'm a pushover. I'm a pushover in that regard, but for the most part,
I'm the one that's like, nope. I said no,
which is so weird. Like Geeky took charge because I think most women probably would have run away screaming because I think you can hold your own. I think with me because I am difficult. I know I'm difficult. I've got a reputation even in comics for being difficult, and it's not being actually difficult. It's actually not being a mousy, complacent. Because they're so used to I think artists being so like. Quiet.
Not anymore.
Golly, I'm glad
they don't shut up now.
Yeah, but I think before it used to be like, golly, I'll take whatever shit you want to, shove in my mouth, sir, and I'll be happy for it. And me, I'm like, oh, fuck you, how much you paying me? I know I need more money than that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry. If not, you're getting stick figures.
Yeah, my dad was like that too. My mom would say no, and then we'd go find my dad, and my dad would give us whatever we wanted, and we knew it. So that's how it was. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this up.
We're gonna wrap this up. Philly is greater than Pittsburgh. I'm actually from the eastern side of the state originally, and I lived in California for a while. I like Pittsburgh. I do like Pittsburgh.
I like Pittsburgh. Sorry.
I do. It's like it's
Plus,
booming.
we've got the Steelers.
We got Steelers.
Oh.
Freaking Steelers win everything, man. Now, if you're, you don't want to wear Eagles anything to Pittsburgh. They will mug you.
They will.
They will pour bleach on your balls if you.
I like cheesesteaks, so I'll come to Eastern PA. They can shove cheesesteaks in my mouth. I never had fries and mayonnaise, but I hear that's good. Neon
is disagreeable. Neon can be a very nasty person in real life. No, actually, I'm very much like, okay, this is what we're doing.
He's lied though. He actually is funny because we go places in public, and I'm very shy, surprisingly. And unless you tick me off, I'm very shy. And I'm like always against the wall, like trying to hide. And he's always like out there just talking to people. Like we'll go somewhere, and he'll come back 5 minutes later and be like, "Oh yeah, that's so and so." And I'm like, "Do you know so and so?" No.
No, I know everything about him now.
He does this and does that, and he works here, and I'm like,
I like people. I like people. I mean, seriously, like one of my favorite things to do, and I know it's so stupid, but like when we go places, I like to just strike up conversations with people and find out who they are, where they're from. It's interesting. It's always interesting to get to meet people. Spears card. Speaking of people, are comics publishers just lying when they say they have no say over freelancers' social medias? Yes. Actually, it's a cop-out. My personal opinion. Mm-hmm. It's a cop-out.
We've signed things that we weren't allowed to say certain things because of, if you're working for this company, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
That's just true.
It's true. What they're doing is this is, especially at Marvel. Marvel is owned by the Walt Disney Company. I have signed papers with the Walt Disney Company. Okay, they micromanage every freaking thing. If they're saying that
try
Disney
media passes, my god.
If they're saying that, and I've signed paper. I mean, every Disney Comics project I've worked on for every publisher, I've signed the same papers that these guys probably signed. And they can fire you for being disagreeable online. Absolutely, but the publishers really, I personally feel the editors and the publishers condone what's being said. They just can't say it themselves because they're salaried, so they pass. Oh, they're just freelancers. They can do whatever they want to do. Not true. Especially if you're working for Disney, it's not true. They're getting a free pass because Disney, frankly, doesn't care enough about Marvel Comics to waste any time or effort on the company at this point. They really don't care. They've got bigger fish to fry. So, publisher decides that someone's online behavior is damaging their brand, they can stop hiring. Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much.
Absolutely. And, again, like I said, in Marvel's case, there's no excuse because Disney is tough. They're tough. If they know what's going on and if they're actually enforcing those policies, these people could be terminated very, very easily. So, what else are we talking about?
We're going to have to go soon.
Yeah, I think we're going to go, guys. We actually ran longer than we expected to, again.
You always do this. I don't even guess a time because I know we're not going to. But they ask questions like, how did you meet each other? Well,
it's
like on the
back
internet.
in the day.
And I remember watching like those talk shows on TV where like these bad things happen, people meeting people on the internet, or and it wasn't a dating site like that. It was just like I was honestly just looking for people to hang out with that had similar interests because I was bored and.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I thought this was interesting. DC just had Brian Michael Bendis come out and yell at writers to stop preaching at people.
Well, that's good.
It's a step. I mean, I think people just want to read their comics, and I am going to review. I did get 2 of the Walmart DC comics. I'm going to review them hopefully tomorrow. I'll do it. Very impressed with. I mean, for $5, you're basically getting 4 comics, 4 recent DC comics in one volume for $5. It's $1.25 a comic. The paper quality is fantastic. I thought it was going to be like really cheap paper. I thought it'd be either like newsprint or magazine stock. It's actually trade paperback quality printing. There are no ads. The only ads in the book are for other DC comics. If you can find them, it's a fantastic deal. So I'll review those tomorrow.
Okay. I also want to say, yay! If you met your significant other on the internet, then I don't feel so alone. And yay! If you asked your significant other to marry you and you're a girl, because then that's just awesome. I also don't feel so alone. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize until we were telling the story how demanding I am. So,
you're not demanding. You just know what you want. You know what you want.
I'm going to get what I want, dang it.
Livestream Aaron's PTSD trauma Darkwing Duckette reveal. Oh, my God. Oh, thank you, Rage and Ray.
I do like cheese sticks.
Yahoo Groups
cheese
is totally a thing. Yes, it was. It was.
Back in the day.
Cheese sticks are good. I like cheese sticks.
Okay,
so
ready?
I think we're gonna. Yes. I
don't know we'll be live next time. Do you know what you're gonna be? I know we have a couple of videos that we have already done that you're gonna be putting up. One is on because people keep asking us about like making things. So we have
naming characters.
We have one about naming characters.
We actually recorded it. I have to edit it, and we're gonna get that up. And
you're gonna do the comic book review.
I'm gonna do the comic book review. I freaking love these DC books.
We gotta review those glow in the dark Star Wars underwear.
Yeah, Geeky bought me glow in the dark Star Wars underpants. Because, she did.
I did. Now I can find him when he tries to run away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Let's keep your Death Stars tucked in where they need to be.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.